The storm rolled in as the convoy limped back to the makeshift base. Engines coughing, tires shredded, and morale on the edge. A mission had gone wrong deep in hostile territory. And the SEAL unit's only hope of extraction was the battered armored truck sitting in the hangar. But the truck was dead, its engine smoking, wires exposed like a carcass left to rot. The CL leader cursed under his breath, his men pacing. Every minute lost tightening the noose around them in the corner of the hangar. A woman in a grease-stained jumpsuit wiped her hands on a rag and stepped forward. The mechanic. She had been working quietly all along, overlooked by most, dismissed as just the wrench turner. They gave her sidelong glances, doubt written on their hardened faces. What could she do that their warfighters couldn't? "Give me 30 minutes," she said firmly, her eyes locked on the vehicle like a surgeon facing a dying patient. The SEALs exchanged looks, skeptical. Time wasn't a luxury they had, but neither was choice. The hangar filled with the clang of tools, sparks flying as she tore into the engine with precision. Her hands moved with speed and certainty, every twist of the wrench echoing like a heartbeat. The SEALs watched in tense silence, their rifles slung, but their eyes drawn to her battle, mechanical instead of ballistic, but no less critical. Sweat beaded on her brow as the storm outside pounded against the roof, thunder mixing with the hiss of welding arcs. The leader finally broke the silence. "If this doesn't run, we're done." His voice was flat, heavy. She didn't look up, just muttered, "It'll run." Minutes dragged into eternity. Then, with one last connection tightened, she signaled. A SEAL twisted the ignition. For a heartbeat, nothing, then the engine roared to life, loud and defiant against the storm. The unit erupted in stunned relief, disbelief etched on their faces. The mechanic stood, wiping soot from her cheek, her eyes sharp and unyielding. For the first time, the SEALs looked at her not as background support, but as the woman who had just saved their lives. She didn't ask for thanks. She simply handed over the keys. "Get it done," she said. And they knew they would. ****. If you enjoyed this story and want more intense thrillers and suspenseful adventures, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and share it with friends who love